This video is back day. Um, Lately I've been really trying to focus on and hone in on engaging my back more. Back for me is not an area of my body that I connect well with. I could stand to connect a lot better with back, but like I said, I'm always working on stuff that I'm not good at. So this actually is an older workout. It's not that old, maybe like a month ago. But here in the last 2 weeks, I've been doing some research and testing some things in the gym and trying some new things. And I decided to put this video out and just kind of show y'all some stuff that I was doing. So here you see me doing, this really was more of a warm-up. So you see I did both hands, and then I isolated and did my left and then right. And then after I finished that, I went back to both hands. Basically, this was an attempt to warm up a little faster. It takes me a little while, and that's why you see I don't have much weight on there as well. It's only 25 pounds. I could do much more than 25 pounds, but like I said, this is only a warm-up, and I really was just trying to do a lot of reps to force a lot of blood into the muscles and just really get warm and really start to connect and feel my back. Now, to critique myself here, when I look at this compared to what I do now, I was contracting my back, but not contracting my back as well as I could have been. I was using more arms, in my opinion, than back. Also, I'm kind of cheating the motion there. If you see, kind of stop short. I really should expand my back further. Well, lengthen my reach more. But I did go up in weight, and you see I had 35-pound plates on here. So I can't remember what I worked up to, but I was doing the same kind of rep scheme of, I'm not counting here, but let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 there, and I assume I did 8 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I just decided to change the angle a bit. Also, I'm filming at more angles now to help myself critique my own form. Because there are certain angles that there's no way I would ever be able to see them, or certain form critiques I would never be able to see if I didn't film at different angles. So yeah, like I said, I'm doing just both, left, right, and then both again. So really trying to kind of exhaust the muscle, or kind of pre-exhaust it, and get enough blood in it. Now, I will admit, on this particular machine, I feel it better when I do it isometrically. And I think that's because I can arc through the pull a little bit better on one side. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work when you use both hands, but I feel it working a little bit better when I just use one hand. Also, I think if you see where I'm gripping, that's okay. I like it that I can turn my hands, but I kind of like the top grips better. But needless to say, I was working here, started sweating a little bit. See my forehead getting shiny. So warm up over. So I came over here, and this is a little bit different way to use this machine. I'm not saying that people don't do it this way that often, but I notice in my gym, most people don't. Most people in my gym, they only use the machines the way the little picture tells you to use it. And they're really not good at being innovative at just trying different things in the gym. I think that's what a lot of people miss out on, is you're scared to try different things because you're afraid of how people will look at you or whatever. I don't give a rat's ass about how people look at me in the gym or whatever. The funny thing is I actually get approached more when I do things like this, and they're like, I've never seen that before, I'm gonna have to try it. And then after they try it, a lot of times they're like, that really did work pretty well. I never thought that, so always don't be afraid to try things. I don't do stupid stuff that gets you hurt in the gym, but this is relatively low risk here. So not much weight on there. It's a 45-pound plate on that. This is really just to it kind of works your lats, but it's kind of weird. It works your intercostals as well, I feel. Yeah, I feel it works your intercostals as well. Really more intercostal to me than actual lats. So it looks like what I did here was, keep in mind I shot this a month ago, so here it looks like I'm shortening the range of motion and trying to keep it really on my lats. Back then I was having a harder time connecting with my lower lats. Okay, so I see what I was doing. So it looks like this workout is the workout of I usually don't rest much anyway, but very little rest in between what I'm doing. So I'm kind of supersetting this. So I'll do this side, which would be my right side, and then I'll do the left side, and then I'll go straight into doing doing this machine the proper way to work my lats. So I also find that for my back I need a lot of volume. Moderate weight, but a lot of volume. It doesn't have to be super heavy weight, but it has to be a good amount of volume. And I kind of get what I'm looking for. But here I actually, like I said, I've changed some things, and I'm going to show it in later videos. But here my reach is longer. And I'm sure that in the moment, because a lot of times I train kind of instinctively, if I'm feeling that particular movement more, I'll shorten it. But there you notice I was lengthening. That was full range of motion there. So here we're going to go to, this is also a different way to use this machine. Most people sit in the seat and pull back. I've done that. It works. Okay. And my personal trainer showed up. It works. Okay. But I feel this better. But I will say this. You will see me do this movement in future videos. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing wrong. I felt this much better than if I was to actually sit in the seat and do it. But I'm not really lengthening my lat enough. So what I should be doing is I should be bent over more horizontally and reaching even further. So instead of having my knee on that seat, I should be standing on the floor with my feet. Like I should be where I'm standing right now. That's where I should be standing, and reaching to get the handle and pulling back, and really focusing on lengthening the lat, because when it comes to working your lats, you really don't get the kind of long sweeping lat you want unless you really reach and stretch that lat to full extension almost. So this wasn't bad. I was feeling it, but I noticed that the way I do it now is much better. But yeah, this was just something else that I was trying. I think I may have mentioned it before in previous videos when I said I was going to try different things in the gym and try different, show y'all different ways of using the machines that sometimes people don't show or don't think about or just whatever. So yeah, pretty much here, I wasn't taking any breaks. I was going straight, right to left, right to left, right to left. something else I was doing wrong, in my opinion, is I connect better with my right lat than I do my left. So I shouldn't be starting with my right. I should be starting with my left lat, which is my the weaker side. My left lat is strong. Like I can do the same amount of weight on the left, but I do not feel it. Like I don't. The way I feel a contraction in the right is it's definite. Like I can feel it, but in the left, it's not as definite to me, and it could be a lot better. My contraction could be a lot better. So yeah, definitely need to. That's something I need to correct. And I'm trying to think, did I correct it last back workout? I don't know. But here's the pullover machine, which, let me see, was this the last thing I did? I can't remember. There might be. No, it's not. I can tell by how much video is left. But yeah, so pullover machine. What I'm basically trying to do here is, I like the pullover machine because it forces you to really lengthen and extend your rib cage, and forces you to really work your intercostals. If you have no abs, it'll force you to work those too, because you really have to contract to really be able to pull that bar down. But I like the extension that it gives you, and just how much stretch it gives you. And it's a nice, I don't know, it feels nice to me. It's a nice range of motion. But it can get difficult for me when the weight gets heavier. But, super heavy weight isn't really what's needed like that. So, but you can see I'm working there. I think this machine has a seat belt so you don't come out of the seat. Because, see, I find that's what happens when the weight gets super heavy. I'll start coming out of the seat. Because I never put the seatbelt on. Yeah, it does. I see the little thingies dangling down there. But this is a pretty old school machine. You can see it has a chain on it. But it's actually pretty smooth despite it having a chain. Some chain machines are not that smooth. But actually the leg extension that we have, I like the one with the chain better than I like the we have another more modern one. I forget. It has like a counterbalance on it or whatever. But I like the chain better. But anyway, this was the last thing that I ended up doing, which was pull downs. And this for me is something that I have really been working on, because doing bodyweight pull-ups is the goal of mine before the end of the year. So right here, I think that's 120. No, it's not. It's 130. So this is 130 pounds. And you'll see I did quite a few reps. I worked my way up. I forget what weight. But here, my form could have been a little bit better. Since I've done so much, I'm already kind of fatigued in a way. But I could stand to keep my head a lot more still. A lot of times people don't understand moving your head around. Actually, especially when it comes to back, it will take the emphasis off where it's supposed to be. See how I'm looking down? I shouldn't be looking down. I shouldn't be throwing my head back. I shouldn't be doing any of that. And that really just comes down to focus at the end of the workout. I'm tired and I'm not focusing on little things like that. So that's another reason why it helps even if you don't post your videos, sometimes you should film so that you can see the little stuff that you're doing, especially if you don't have a training partner, or some of y'all got training partners that don't correct form, or don't help you, or tell you the little stuff you're doing. So it does help to I'm at 190, so this is 210 here. So here I'm just really trying to see how heavy I can. And see, the form's bad, my head's down. But I think that was my max. Was it 210? Yeah. So I'm going back to 190. And I think I decided to do reps here to try to build strength. So if I do reps at 190, and if I work my way up to, more and more reps over time, then I'll be able to do more reps of 210, and I'll probably be able to hit 230. But you see my form's terrible. You see how I'm using a lot of momentum, which That's not necessarily bad, but they're putting your head down. Because I'm telling you to do, if you do a pull-up, a bodyweight pull-up on a bar, you're not going to be able to do that. And I do want my pull-ups to be in good form. Like I said, just a little better, but I'm still looking down. See, that's back to terrible. Yeah, I'll do one good and then all the rest of them suck. But yeah, that's something, little stuff like that is stuff that I really, really focus on a lot now. Y'all see that dude in the Nike shirt? That dude is a power lifter, and he might look small, but he's strong as hell. He warms up on squats at 315. Warms up at 315. 315 for like 4 or 5 reps. I forget how much he benches, but he always benches with a slingshot on. I would love to know what his bench is without a slingshot. And his deadlifts, I forget what he warms up on. But he's ridiculous. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.